So I'm about to give you a quick crash course through the forklift. And this forklift is all terrain. We'll get to these four gears in a little bit. But down on the floor, that is your brake and your gas. Pretty much the forklift functions just like a car. So if you know how to drive a car, then the rest should be easy. So I'm getting ready to pick up a unit. So I numbered all of these in order from 1 to 4 to help you remember. Now this is our parking brake on our left. I always put my foot on a brake on any machine I drive as a precaution. So that was a quick zoom in for the parking brake. And then here's another angle. And here's another angle to show. And we make sure we take it out of park, or you make sure you put it in park before you get out of this or any vehicle. So those four gears, those are what control the forks. Because right now I'm just looking for a place to prop up the camera. So I already got the unit and I'm just going to go dump it off. Now notice how I drive. There's the ball on the steering wheel. That is how I want to drive. Even though this pretty much functions like a car, you do not want to drive it like a car. By that I mean hold your steering wheel. You got to hold it at the ball because the back tires kind of operate like front tires, and that's how you're able to reverse. Now it's a little muddy out, so it might be a little bit bumpy. So I'm just looking for an area to dump off this unit. And I found it. So notice how I have to turn a certain way, because all these units sit on pieces of wood. They call it gunnage. They're just like boards, and they got to go between our tires. So I got to line myself up just right. And we do that because we have to pick them off the ground. We can't really pick them up that easy if they're flat on the ground. So they got to lay on that gunnage so our forks can go under it. So I'm raising it up and I'm ready to dump it. Now, if you notice, I kind of hesitate because I see a couple of birds sitting up there. And I don't want to smash them with the unit. Because around work, I like to feed the birds. I have sunflower seeds and I like to throw them out for the birds. So I raise it up, I tilt it, and I go forward just a little bit and hit the brakes. Just so the vibration can shake the unit off of my forks and it can drop. And I'm about to show you after I line it up. Boom. So I'm backing up and I'm back tilting it. When you tilt your forks, your boom is going to go away from you, and to back tilt it, it comes back towards you. And that's that whole area that I have right up there. So that's how you know if I'm tilting it. And when you're driving with this, you want to keep it level, enough so you can haul whatever you're carrying, also enough so you can see. But when hauling anything, we do not want to drag stuff because of the hydraulic hoses.
Hey, do you want me to park this?
Now I'm asking my partner if he wants me to dump off the forklift. So I'm gonna park it for him because it's been a long day and more things we do for each other, we get out of here right away. So I'm just going for a quick cruise and just watch on how I drive it. That's how you want to drive it whenever you're in it. Unlike the loader, where I have one hand on the joystick that controls the arms and one on the steering wheel. I'm still somewhat able to be free with one hand. So now as I get ready to pull this into the garage, and I'm gonna get you a quick crash course on how the forks operate. So you remember the number sequence I did earlier? I numbered them 1, 2, 4. And I'm about to break it down on how they work. Okay, so this is the angle you're gonna be seeing it in. It'll be sitting on your right. 1, 2, 4. So the first one is the longest one that's towards you. That is what raises your forks straight up and down. Remember, straight up and down. Don't get it confused with tilting it up, tilting it down. They go straight up and down, and you'll see the different angles. So one, you'll see what it's doing on the outside, and one when you're on the inside. Number two is to tilt. So I'm back tilting, you'll notice that the boom comes towards you. See how it just back tilts? And now, same one, tilt forward, so you're pushing it away from you. 3 is to shift it from side to side. So notice how the forks go side to side. Now here's another angle. The fourth one, it separates the forks. Now look real close on how they go. They separate. And that's how we do it.